If you know the streets, you know what to look out for. Your eyes are everywhere. Like you're constantly looking around.
You got to pay attention. To be aware is to be alive. You have to.
Let me repeat that. To be aware is to be alive. Bold phrases line these streets. Infected areas. That's the term the violence interrupters use.
And you got to understand that violence is a disease, and we're trying to cure the disease. And the way that we attack the disease with our cure is changing the mindset.
We had a situation last night at the nightclub. So whoever assigned to these beats right here, they would have to go to this area, figure out what happened, and see what we can do to prevent a retaliation for a shooting.
Are you, most of the time, are you welcomed into the area?
Oh yes, because we hire from the community. There's some shots fired on 75th and Evans.
Some of these men know what it is to shoot and be shot at. That's why they're here. This is Cure Violence. In the office, they assess.
What up, bro?
On the street, they engage.
This one of the guys from the neighborhood. He see us out here every day. He rock with us. He, let us know when it's a good time, when it's a bad time. We help him out as much as we can.
Is it good having these guys around?
Of course, they're great mentors. They look out for us, talk to us, tell us, stop all the negativity.
But I had questions about the approach. What happens when the interrupters aren't around, or when people don't want help? I went to the Cure Violence headquarters.
We've expanded, but we're not like pressed to be like, okay, let's get...
What does a role play look like? Can we do a role play now? Give it a go?
We're not the police or anything, but we're an organization that's trying to eradicate the violence on the streets by using health approach to violence. So in other words, I'm trying to help you if you find yourself...
I don't want your help.
You don't want my help?
No.
Okay, well, I mean, what I'd like to do is just still give you this pamphlet, and we'll
Marcus, an ex-gang member, served a 10-year sentence for drug conspiracy.
We're not naive. We know that poverty and jobs and the different things that you mentioned, they're all factors, but they're not the root cause. The root cause itself is violence begets more violence.
People often say to me, the youth clubs have been shut down. If the youth had somewhere to go, they wouldn't be out on the street with a knife, getting into trouble.
They're not going to change just like that. Oh, a rec center's here. I'm putting down my gun, I'm putting down my knife, and I'm going to be over. That may work for the little kids that haven't been all the way infected, if we can use these terminologies, but we're dealing with individuals that after a while, they'll take it to the rec center.
Yeah, be careful out here.
Reggie would only talk to us on the move. What made you become a violence interrupter? From the back of the car, where the windows are tinted.
My closest brother got killed when I was like 17 years old. And that really spiked me, that really dove me into the street harder. So, I ended up catching some time for some shootings. And
then, 10 minutes into the interview, this.
I've buried my oldest daughter too. My daughter was murdered. So, I've been through I've lost best friends sitting in the car with me that got killed. I done stood over countless dead bodies watching my people die and get murdered, and it's amazing. It's suicide in the street, really. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no out. So.
So I'm sorry, you lost your daughter.
Yeah, my daughter was murdered like 2 years ago.
Reggie says South Lawndale, on the west side, is one of the most violent areas in Chicago. For him, it's home and office.
We'll go right on the corner where the guys be at, right on their hot spot, right on their corner. And we'll just post up and pass out hot dogs and food until 1 in the morning. If you can get them out the mind frame of being so hot, being so aggressive, I believe you can always help them, man. Everybody can be helped.
The truth is, Cure Violence can't help everybody, and they acknowledge that. But they're organised. Outreach workers like Dave Benefield are in charge of getting people back into school or jobs.
We either do a street visit, home visit, office visit. just any way to reach out to them to make sure that they're doing okay.
In the 2 days I spent with the team, there was a sense of unease. It was risky, they told me, to be seen with cameras. And though their main job is to stop violence, they also give the community a voice.
Someone did something to this person, and then someone else might want to go do something to that person that did something to this person. And like them targeting at those people, one of the bullets might hit me, so my mom haven't really been letting me go out to the park that much.
How old are you?
13.
So in a way, Millie's mum is in the job of violence prevention too. Something many parents here in London will understand. Ria Chatterjee, ITV News in Chicago.